Investigators say they're leaving behind symbols of hate. See,
Really like a calling for him.
It's an evil sign. Don't do these signs, right? And kids watch Spider-Man and then they want to do the sign because Spider-Man does it. That is a very important symbol. Now, this is what they worship, these Satanists, Baphomet.
Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled about the secrecy of satanic cults. They are not that hidden. In fact, the chances are high that you have been exposed to some of their occult symbols and operations in broad daylight. In today's video, we will be looking at some of the occult symbols they work with and their meanings, plus some free information you will find helpful. Let's get into it already, shall we?
What are they exactly?
If a friend or a parent were to walk in on you watching this video right now and ask you what you are watching, you could just tell them you are studying semiotics. Imagine how cool and smart that would make you appear, spilling out a technical word like that. Semiotics is a big word, but with a simple meaning.
Shall we begin?
Semiotics is simply the study of symbols, signs, and various representations used to communicate certain coded concepts or messages. And if you don't already know what I'm about to tell you, share this video with your friends and let them know we taught you. The term occult means
Knowledge of hidden.
If we put the two together, the study of occult symbols would mean to seek to understand the symbols, signs, or representations that communicate deep and secretive knowledge beyond a surface interpretation. I wasn't kidding earlier when I stated that you have probably been exposed to satanic cult operations.
You're kidding. I'm not kidding.
Do these two symbols look familiar?
Oh no!
Note that this is just a comparison to show you how easy it is for the satanic cult to infiltrate our daily lives and how close they are to us.
The side doors spray painted with devil-worshipping symbols.
Thank God for a video like this that keeps you informed, so you don't become part of the many blind and ignorant folks who walk around unaware of what is going on around them. How about a thumbs up to show some appreciation for our effort in setting you up to join the few enlightened ones?
Shall we begin?
Satanic Cult Awareness. Just before I tell you about 5 significant symbols of the satanic cult and their meanings, check this out. Once upon a time in the United States, 2 men literally traveled around the country, killing about 360 people before the Texas Rangers caught them.
Busted!
These 2 men went by Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Elwood Toole. Now you know this is the real deal and not some fiction tale, and their reason for committing these atrocities. I belong to a cult. It was a devil's organization. For initiation, you would have to go out and kill a person, said Lucas. I told you this story to introduce how dangerous and deadly satanic cults can be. They are as deceptive, infiltrating, and damaging as possible on all levels. Now, hit the subscribe button to have easy access to our next intriguing upload.
You heard the man. Hit it.
Satanic cults are primarily out to destroy anything that stands for good, beauty, peace, and godliness. While there are different factions, they serve under a very structured system that respects processes and authorities, initiation rites and rituals, calendars, and progressive achievement of destructive objectives. And they're everywhere.
The hell?
Their ability to infiltrate societal pillars, such as arts and entertainment, politics and governance, and families, among others, makes them dangerous and creates the need to be careful of who and what you expose yourself to, especially in your most vulnerable times. The 5 major occultic symbols. Occult symbolism is one of the significant characteristics of satanic cults. And starting at number 5, meet number 5, the Baphomet. The Baphomet is the symbol of the head of a goat, and it is put in more straightforward drawings as a pentagram turned upside down. It is one of the most profound symbols of satanic cults and a significant representation of the presence of Satan. The Baphomet is usually accompanied by another satanic symbol called the inverted cross of satanic justice, especially during curse and compassion rituals. Here is a fun fact. Peter Partner and Malcolm Barber are among the scholars who believe that the Baphomet is an old French corruption of the name of Mohammed. It occurred at a time when Templars tried to incorporate Islamic beliefs into their paganistic worship. Number 4. The Pentagram. It is worth noting that the pentagram has had profound essence in Christian beliefs and representations. This is in addition to other meanings of virtue. For instance, the Christians hold the pentagram as a symbol of the Trinity, with the 2 extra points representing the 2 natures of Christ, the God-man. Certain knights have also considered it as being a representation of the 5 knightly virtues, namely courtesy, generosity, chivalry, piety, and charity. But there is no denying that the pentagram is an age-old symbol that has been in existence since 3500 BC and has served many heathen empires and paganistic groups, including satanic cults. And we find truth in the quote of Martin of the sphere of hip-hop reputation. If popular culture recognizes the pentagram as a satanic symbol, then that's what most people will look at it as, regardless if you label it as something else. Number 3. Horn hand. I could almost bet a few dollars on the fact that you said something close to
I didn't.
but of course, or the moment you saw the inclusion of this symbol. You are not wrong, except you want to be careful in your conclusion. While the horned hand is a prominent occult symbol, it can easily mean other things. But before I get to those, it is worth noting that the horned hands symbolizes recognition between members of the occult. It is almost like a live logo that occult groups and individuals use to represent and identify themselves. Oh, and yeah, as indicated earlier, you might want to be careful in passing judgment when you see someone use it because, in South Italy, it is also directed at men whose wives have been unfaithful. Moreover, it is also the American sign for I love you, says Sarah Murray of the British Deaf Association.
Oh, the gesture with the thumb open actually means I love you in American Sign Language.
Number 2. Colors. In satanic cults, colors are also used to represent or communicate certain concepts. For instance, black is used to express evil, darkness, or sorrow. Blue is used to represent pornography, tears, or alertness. Check out this video on dangerous ways pornography is destroying men. Red is a symbol of blood or energy. Yellow is a symbol of wealth or perfection. Green is used to stand for nature or restfulness. White is a display of purity or innocence. Number 1. Skull and crossbones. You may identify this symbol in popular movies, such as Pirates of the Caribbean, to represent piracy, which portrays lawlessness. When used in such contexts, such as ship's flags, it is called a Jolly Roger. But as an occult symbol, it is highly demonic, a representation of death, and symbolizes a rebellious spirit. This is reflected in occultic indoctrinations that state that all authorities are anti-satanic and must be contended with. Do these symbols and information about satanic cults make you think of any groups, videos, or books that reflect such beliefs and practices? Let us know in the comments.